Good morning, traders. This is my day trading week in review and a look at how the month is going overall. We're halfway into January, and I want to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly, what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, and how I plan to improve things as this month moves along. So first, I don't want to forget this. My overall trading strategy is 2R, all or nothing trading. If you watch my live trading videos, you'll know exactly what that means. And I just want to show you where I would be this month if I have held everything till 2R and took my stops at 1R. I'm always taking my stops at 1R. That's not a problem, but I have had a lot of problems holding the 2R, although I did a lot better with that this week. But anyway, if I would have done that from the beginning of the month, I would be green $35.03, which is great for a small account. I'm just a little bit over $500 right now, so that would be a great P&L 2 weeks into the month for a small account. And where I'm actually at is right here, $6.33. So at least I'm still green on the month, but I mean, I could be doing so much better. So that's one of the big underlying themes with my trading is I need to get more disciplined about holding 2R. And I did do a lot better with that this week, but there were some other things that I did wrong that kind of sabotaged the week for me, and I'm going to talk about those. So every single yellow trade, if you're new to these videos, every single yellow trade is a time where I did not stick to my strategy or traded outside of my plan. So there's a lot of that here. Then here where you see all these trades boxed in red, that is where after taking all those trades, I noticed a weakness in my plan or my strategy, or maybe a rule that was lacking, and I updated it after that. So basically, from now on, whatever happened during these trades would never happen again because I have a strategy or rule in place to keep that from happening again. And I'll show you those in just a second. I also manually calculated how this week would have gone if all of the rules and strategies that I have in place right now today were here at the beginning of the week, and I followed them. And I would be green, $3.11. So, of course, that's theoretical, but I think that I would at least be green, if not close to that number, had all of those rules, plans, and strategies been in place on Monday, and I followed them, of course. That's key. So now let's take a look at some of the things that I've added to the very beginning of my plan and my strategy. These are just kind of like big announcements, the big red flags that I want to be reminded of every single day to either do or not do these things, because these are things that have gotten me into trouble either recently. Most of these are recent. If they're at the beginning of the plan, it's because of something that went wrong recently. So right here, this is from what happened today. Stick to your plan and strategy to the T. I didn't do that today. I took some setups that I don't normally take, and I got stopped out 3 times on them. So that's what that's about. If you're unable to take a trade between 4 and 4:30 a.m., take the day off because you're more likely to lose trades at the open. That's a newer rule based on what I've seen this week. This was like the first week where there was almost nothing for me to trade based on my plan and strategy between 4 and 4:30. So, and now after the results of this week, I am going to implement that new rule, I guess. And just look at, for example, I have daily notes here at the very end, where you can see that this is the 3rd day in a row where there were no opportunities from 4 to 4:30 a.m. And look at the results of the last 3 days. Even though this was a good trade here, one of my best trades really, because I actually held to 2R and even did a little slightly better than 2R. But it doesn't really matter because all 3 of these days combined are still red, and all 3 of these days did not give me any opportunities between 4 and 4:30 a.m. So that's a sign for me that says that I should just stay away from the market that day or any day where there is no trades that I can take during that time period, 4 to 4:30 a.m. So that's what that's about. Other than that, I think really I went over everything. And let's just make sure we went over all that. Yeah, so this is another new one that I added a couple days ago. No more excuses. 1R includes your actual stop and actual entry. That's because I have been calculating my 2R, sometimes using the candle previous to my entry and not including my actual entry price and my stop. If you watch my live trading videos, you'll know exactly what that's all about. So this is what I did right. I followed this rule yesterday, and that's why this trade worked out so well. It was a textbook 2R trade. If I held to 2R, it made 432, and I made 434. So that tells you that I did the right thing. But yeah, anyway, so I think that's it. I think that's all we can really talk about for this month and these 2 weeks so far. Overall, I'm happy with my overall progress, meaning, including my learning from my mistakes, not so much my performance is not quite there yet. I will be happy when I am following my plan and my strategy 100%. That's the goal. If I do that, I know I'll be green at the end of every month. So that's what we're going to be working on next week. I think I say that every week, but every week I get a little bit closer to that, following my plan and my strategy 100%. So that's the hope for next week. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. It's a holiday weekend. No trading on Monday. And we'll be back on Tuesday for the pre-market at 4 a.m. And like I said, if there's no trades for me to take between 4 and 4:30 a.m., I'm going to take the day off. It's not worth it, obviously, for me to try and force trades in a weak market. It's not working out. And, I've got better things I could be doing anyway besides wasting time losing money. So I'll see you guys then on Tuesday. Hopefully there are trades for me to take. And let me know if you have any questions about anything that I went over in this video, and I'll see you next week. Take care.